Sandra Edmond, the Queen of Tax Deeds, with your Tip Tuesday. So, up on my screen here, we're just looking at, of course, you can see it here, Volusia County tax deed sale. And they had a tax sale this morning. I did not participate in it. I actually woke up super early this morning, at 6 a.m. And when I went out, I did my little run, walk, exercised, came back to the house, and oh, there's my timer. Came back. That's my timer to remember taking my iron pills. But anyway, um, was up this morning early. Went to work out. So nice outside when it's nice and cool in the summertime here in Florida. The only time you can get it that cool is early in the morning. So over here, we're seeing the results. So anyway, I ended up, after I took my shower, I laid on the bed and I ended up falling asleep and taking a nap. So I slept through everything this morning and I didn't get up till 10 o'clock. After getting up at 6 a.m., doing 2.5 mile run walk, coming home, and I had a little snack before I took a shower, so had a small breakfast. Okay, so anyway, over here we're seeing how much the property sold for. And look, 1,300, 1,200, 1,200, 2,600, 2,500, 2,100, 10,000, 12,000, 3,400. They all went pretty cheap. Now, some of these, there's a reason why they were so low. 2,000, 2,000, 1,600. Some of these, you would not want them. Sorry, my phone keeps going off. I'm not going to put it on vibrate because sometimes I go and I put my phone on vibrate and then I forget to take it off vibrate. And I miss either important calls or texts if I had not been looking at my phone. Okay. Let's see what this one here is, 1,300. So the assessed value on it is $710. And the opening bid was 1,300, so nobody bid on it, and it went back to the certificate holder. That's what it means by their cert holder. So many of these, the certificate holder got it because nobody bid on the auction. So in Florida, if nobody bids on the property at the auction, it goes to the certificate holder. So the certificate holder still gets something. They just don't get nothing. This one here, third-party bidders, that means somebody did bid on it. That's what they mean by third party. Let's see, we have another certificate holder here. So let's just kind of open up some of them to see. So this one is $710 assessed value. So I already know this is not something I would have bid on. So let's go ahead and just take a look. Let's humor ourselves here. It may be something in the middle of nowhere. Let's see, the owners live in Puerto Rico, and let's wait for the map to come up. While we wait for the map to come up, we're going to scroll down here to see what else. Land value is $710. There's no improvement. Improvement would be a building, if they have a building on the property. Let's see what else here. Let's see the sales history on it, if it's ever been sold. Let's click on. Okay, so here is the lot, actually. Here's the aerial is showing up. So there is a road right here, and it looks like there's something right here, too, though. There's a little dirt road right here, so it actually does not look bad in that case. Let's look at sales real quick. They bought it in 1982 for $3,500, and it was more than likely a sale between family members, because they've got it written here as unqualified. That means it was not an arm's length transaction. An arm's length transaction is when two willing parties who don't know each other, and it's a regular market condition. Somebody had it for sale, another person came along and bought it for them at reasonable market price. So when it's unqualified, it could be that, I know it says warranty deed, so I know it didn't sell at the auction. So usually unqualified would be an auction sale as well, because that's not a normal market condition. It's a distressed sale. So this says warranty deed, so they must have bought it outside of an auction situation from one person to another. So I'm thinking it was probably, could have been family members, 3,500. So let's blow up the map and see what we see. All right, so this map kind of acts a little funky here. And let's see, let's hope that it doesn't do it now. But whenever I try to scroll over the map, it messes it up. I was going to use another adjective, but it just messes it up. So, I'm going to hit zoom as soon as it pops up. All right, in the meantime, every map, any of the county's maps always have this feature where you can toggle between the regular map and then also looking at a satellite image. So here is our satellite image. I don't know why it zoomed in so much. What in the world? Look at that. It's like, what are these? It's like timber just thrown across. Maybe there was a tornado or something over here. See it's just thrown across here. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this, but we know it's this one right here. You see this box? But I'm going to get rid of this right here. But something was going on here, man. Maybe there's Bigfoot in here running through the trees and just knocking them all down. So let's see if there's anything else around here. Let's make sure we keep ours highlighted. There's a nice little mud pit there. Oh, let me zoom out. Zoom out. So we see here that there are parcels already indicated here and where the roads will move. Where is there any houses? So we see some houses over here, and this is not quite middle of nowhere, but it is the middle of somewheres. It's just kind of far, far out. There's no development around it. And we've got another development over here. And so eventually stuff will move out here. But check this out. Let me show you. Let me try to move this over. You see all this here? This is all very, very wet. And there are parcels in here. All these little yellow boxes are parcels. And I bet these parcels come up in the tax sale and people buy them unknowingly. And this is what we call a swamp. Swamp land. Right around here, this is more than likely swampland and over here, I believe. We may just need to check with the county to verify it, but from what I can tell, this is all wet. From here, all the way over through here, and then all the way in here, all this is wet, all this is wet. And, whoa. I didn't mean to do that. See what I'm talking about? See what's going on with this map? So anyway, that's that one that sold for $1,300. So all these $710 assessed value ones, those are probably very similar. And so what I'm going to do is, if you look at the parcel ID, these are all the similar parcel IDs. Except for the very end, 2270, 2690. It's 7001140, 7001140, 0, and then the only number changing is here. So they're all in the same subdivision. So they're all in the same area. This one is not, but it says there's no street. So let's check this out and see what it is. How much did no street sell for? I went back to certificate holder for $1,200. And okay, so here it is. Let's see what they previously purchased it for. A bunch of unqualified sales here, so a lot of non-arm's length transactions. So $100, $100, $800, $453, $600. So actually, look, I went through a tax deed sale once for $453 back in 1997. And it's back again. So let's go ahead and hit the map. My internet is always like super fast, so I don't know why it's running slow like this right now. So we're going to go ahead and go to Imagery, and you'll see you have different types of maps you can pull up here. You can even do a hybrid, which is both uh, hybrid of what? I don't know, but let's see. So our parcel is right here, and here's the street. So let's okay. So this is what we call landlocked. Landlocked. This one right here. There is not a street that you can walk to get to this property. You actually have to walk over somebody else's property to get to this property. This is what we call landlocked. Landlocked property is not as valuable because nobody wants to go through the trouble of going over somebody else's property to access their own property. So in Florida, you legally can't prevent somebody from getting to their property even if they have to walk over yours. So I'm sure over the years they've had a path that they've been walking to if they were going to this property, and then later that creates an easement. Oh, I didn't even zoom out. You see what it did? So yeah, all these this lot, actually, this right here should be a road. This is not landlocked, to be honest. It just doesn't have a street really to get to it because there isn't even a dirt road here. But as we zoom out, we do see that there is um, a little right of way or some sort of deeded access here. Not deeded access, but this road here, once they expand it, it can come all the way over here, West Volusia Avenue, and I'll be right here. So this one is actually going to be on a street. It is not landlocked. Let's find one that is landlocked here. I don't think I see anything that's landlocked right now. Because this one here, this could be your little road, but there's no road. You would literally have to be walking through a forest to get to this one here. Yeah, so which one was it? I think it was this one right here. Yeah, Paulette Slot. So if you come down here and you gotta walk through these trees to get to the front of it. So what would you do with this lot if you purchased it? Well, it's kind of a difficult lot. If it was these two together, you could ask this person here to see if they maybe want to purchase it. But that's it. That's the one that sold for. Okay, let's back out here so we can see some main roads here. South Stone Street. So let me put it back on. Uh, let's try this view. Whoa, this is too light. Let's see. Streets. Okay, so I lost track of where we were here. The land. So we are, it says this is west the land. This is the land, this is west the land. Our property was someplace over here. Okay, someplace over here. So let's zoom out and look for some main roads. We have one right here. South Spring Garden Avenue. Well, here is Woodland Boulevard. And here's New York Avenue. See what this map does? I'm not even scrolling on it or anything, and it just zooms out and all of a sudden on its own. So it looks like it's in this quadrant here of New York and Woodland. And if we zoom out, we will see I-4 over here. And let's see if we see I-95. I-95 is way out. Where's 95? Let's zoom out. Yeah, that's 95 right here. This is I-95 right here. This is I-4. This is 92. Whoa, stop zooming on your own. Okay, so anyway, let's get out of this. This map is getting on my nerves. All right, so that one sold for 1,260 something. Let's go to one that sold that was a higher value. Let's see this one, 10,000. Center grade. I think that was the most expensive one. There could have been a $13,000 one in this auction too. Okay, so you know what, we haven't not even been looking at the sizes of any of these parcels either. So this one here is, uh, this is it right here. So you also have so in this particular lot, if the surface rights is separated from subsurface, so that would be like to dig for gold or oil and stuff like that. So that's included here with this lot. So maybe at some point someone had separated it so that they could sell them separately, where you get the above land and below the land. So if anybody wants to mine for anything. Okay, so what are we looking for? The sales. Let's see what it's looking for in the past. Just curious, doesn't really mean much. $2,500, unqualified again, back in 1969. So this person's owned this property since 1969. And then they just stopped paying the taxes, let it go to tax deed sale. So more than likely, they could have passed away and or been put, in a hospital, in a treatment facility, for assisted living facility, and their relatives just did not know about it to keep up with the property. Let's go ahead and hit the aerial imagery, and now we found one that is truly landlocked. There is no road access with this property. So this is what we call landlocked, and this is also what we call swampland. You can clearly see the difference here in the soil. This is a lot of this is wet. So it looks like there's a canal over here, but there are no roads anywhere in here. I think it's one of these middle lots, and there aren't any roads. No roads. So a lot of these lots here are landlocked. You have to cross over another lot to get into that lot. And there's something here. Looks like they're trails. Could be people riding their three-wheelers around here often. As you can see the trails through here. So this is where people would go to do things like that. And we've got a little structure here. I'm not sure what's on it. Could be someplace that people were storing things. Maybe their hunting gear or their little three-wheelers. And we see a utility pole right here. Looks like it. So, yeah, you are in the middle of nowhere here. This is why you want to be careful and do your research on property so you don't end up buying something out in these swamps. Because as you can see here, there's plenty of parcels. This one's not showing up because this is not the area that we were searching. This is the area that we were searching. But look at this. Okay, and now these just showed up. So here you can see these are huge parcels here. These are all owned. And this might be I-95 or I-4 running through here. Ay, ay, ay. See what I'm talking about? How funky this map is? So anyway, this is the Florida map, and the area we're searching was Volusia County, which is Daytona Beach, is the main city there. And we got totally zoomed out of where we were. But you can see I-4 here. And Orlando is roundabouts in here. This is Central Florida. All of this here is Central Florida. And then further down south we go to Brevard, the Treasure Coast, Palm Beach County, and then South Florida. And then up here we're going to Jacksonville. And of course, this here is Lake Okeechobee. It's the largest lake in Florida. That's that little hole you always see. And lots of properties down there too. All right, so anyway, let's get out of this one. So that one went for 10,000, and then here's another one for 12. So we'll check the 12, and I think it was a 13,000 just to see what it was. I cannot believe somebody paid $10,100 for this. I just cannot believe that. Maybe they plan on mining for something, because they do get subsurface rights. I don't know. Makes no sense to me. No permits. There's nothing to see there. And where is the size of this parcel? And the market value is only 3,000. I'm sorry, the tax assessed value, not the market. We have to run comps to actually see what they've been really selling for over there. But the assessed value is only 3,000. Let me see. Let's see. Lands and buildings. So it is 2.5 acres. 2.5 acres. Maybe that's what got them excited. Swampland, $10,000. All right, then we go here. This is how you end up dumping and wasting money that you should not be wasting. But, I don't know who they are. I'm not going to say that much about it. This one's 5 acres. And let's look at the pictometry on this one here. Let's look at the map. Now, a lot of these aerials, you have to check to see how long ago they were taken. This may not be what's going on out there at the property today. It could be better, it could be worse. You just never know. That's why it's important to go out and look at every piece of property you buy. That way you can have an idea of the value and what you can do with it. So we're right back in here again. This one's further into the swamp. Same situation, same area. Just a bigger piece of property. All right, so let's look for the second one, then we're going to wrap up this video. Was there another one? No, that was it. So, important lesson here, folks. Know what you buy. Don't just buy something just because you see the price is low. Sometimes you get what you pay for. Some of these lots are really, really cheap. You got to look to try to find somebody else now who is going to buy this off of you and hope that they're not going to do any research before they buy. So that's why it's important to get the proper education, to learn from somebody that knows what they're doing. I've been doing this since 2004. I'm a full-time real estate investor based here in Orlando, Florida, and that's all I do for a living is real estate investing. So if you need any help and you want to learn how to do this, be sure to reach out to me. Go to my website, queenoftaxdeeds.com. And be sure to like this video and also follow us on Facebook and Instagram under queenoftaxdeeds.com. I got lots of other work to do today. Have a great day. Happy investing.